Greetings and welcome to this edition of
Positronic.
I'm Barry P. Cook. Let's talk about the latest episode of Stargirl. It was titled Summer School Chapter 7. Yolanda goes to confession at a church and has a flashback of essentially killing Brainwave by refusing to help him when he was about to be killed at the end of season 1, after she ended up having to watch his son die, which really bothered her. The staff, Courtney's staff, is still sick, and Stargirl and Pat are at a loss as to what Eclipso is up to. Weird stuff, meanwhile, is happening in the ceiling at Town Hall. We then go to the diner where Yolanda is at work, and a coworker pours coffee on a jerk customer just after the purple flash goes off in her eyes, that purple Eclipso flash. And then we see Eclipso actually enter the diner as a child, the child that he disguised himself as at the end of the prior episode, and he actually interacts with Yolanda. Beth realizes that Summer doesn't seem summery in a conversation with Courtney about what's going on in town. She talks about how it just seems different, darker, not really bright like Summer's supposed to be. Courtney goes with Cameron to help with some kind of decorating of some function or other that's going on. And Pat and Mike get to work on fixing the robot. Meanwhile, Yolanda is in school now, and she sees what she thinks is Henry, Brainwave's kid, walking around in the school. So she goes to follow him, but she gets like a crazy headache thing. And then when she catches up with him, he has an injury to his neck and seems to tell her that he's in hell because she wouldn't forgive him for what he'd done before he died. So she forgives him, but he says that his father will never forgive her. Then his father shows up and taunts Yolanda before Courtney wakes her up from this vision. She apparently was just having a vision. She then tries to help Yolanda with what she's going through, but Yolanda is resistant. Mike, who's working on the robot, sees a purple blinking thing on a table, and when he touches it, he has a vision of something worm-like crawling inside of him, and it turns out it was a piece of the diamond that had broken in the previous episode that Pat was studying. We go back to Yolanda. She gets upset when she talks with both Cameron and Courtney about what she did and declares that she's going to have to be the member of the team who does any killing that needs to be done. And she seems displeased about this. She then confesses to murder to a priest at the church and again sees a vision of Brainwave, who taunts her and says that he put his mind in hers and that he will live again through her. But Stargirl shows up, seeming to want to help, but is also attacked by Brainwave and falls down, at which point Yolanda springs into action suddenly in costume and slices his throat, only to end up seeing Henry in his place, who tells her that he's going to burn with her before he seems to actually self-immolate, which of course is a vision. She wakes from the nightmare upon touching Courtney's staff when Courtney actually shows up, at which point Yolanda tells her that she never should have been Wildcat and she's quitting. She then refuses to take a call from Courtney and also quits working at the diner. Eclipso shows up outside Courtney's house as the little kid, and he stands there making some weird noises, and that's where they ended the episode. I thought this was a decent episode. It really dove, I should say, into the development of Yolanda, who is really struggling with her part in what happened at the end of season 1. And it seems to show that Eclipso's influence is affecting other people as well. And they definitely made a point to show how Eclipso's presence is like changing the whole town, just in terms of the environment that the town is sort of existing in now. So they planted some seeds, and we're going to see where all that goes, I'm guessing, in future episodes. I'm still waiting for Green Lantern to come back, Green Lantern's daughter, the new Green Lantern, because I think that'll be very cool, and I think she's going to be important to defeating Eclipso, so we're still waiting on that. I'll be back, of course, with reviews of the episodes as they come out. Until then, once again, I wish you all peace and long life.